Alright guys, so today I want to talk about PC gaming and the nostalgia factor. I want to say that there's no nostalgia attached with PC gaming because there's nothing to show for it. For example, we have our old consoles, the NES, the SNES, the N64s, the Xbox, original Xboxes, the 360s, the PS1s, PS2s, PS3s, Game Boy Colors, you know what I mean. Not only do we have the consoles, we have their controllers, we have the accessories, and we have our gaming library. I know a lot of people, they get rid of their games, they get rid of their old stuff. That's a stupid thing to do. I know a lot of the hardcore gamers like me, we keep the old stuff. We either put it on display or put it in the closet. I put it in my closet, but man, sometimes I go through memory lane. I open up my closet. I go through the boxes. I see the old games. I go through the manuals. And it just feels nostalgic. It feels great, man. Look how great that time period was. I look at the console. I look at the back of the box. See what games are on display. I see how the controllers felt. I think about, man, how do we play with these controllers? It's something to go back, something to look at, something to be fond about, right? There's no such thing with PC gaming. It just doesn't exist. For example, I was at a collectible trade show 2 weeks ago, and they had a gaming booth there, right? And they had all sorts of old games in their full boxes. They had N64 games, Game Boy Color games, NES games, SNES games, all in their original boxes. Not only that, they had all different types of consoles that came with their limited edition. They had the OG Halo Xbox, they had the Halo 3 Xbox 360. They had all sorts of crazy stuff, man. They had the DK64 and Jungle Green N64, man. Good, great stuff. I just like looking at that stuff. It just feels so good to have that. I eventually want to put my old stuff on display once I have the room, but gosh, you have something to show for it. For all the money you spent, you have something to show, something to remember, something to see, something to be fond about. But you don't have that with PC gaming. With PC gaming these days, what do you have? You built your gaming rig, and that's it. And once it'll last you on a good 5-6 years, you get rid of that gaming rig and you build a new rig. There's nothing to look back. There's no hardware to look back, to store, to keep. Nothing. Who's going to keep a bunch of GPUs and CPUs? Nobody. A bunch of RAM? It doesn't make sense. Maybe you can constantly reuse the case. But again, it's not the same thing as having a console. That nostalgia factor for a console. The only one thing I'll praise Valve about is the Steam Deck. Now that's a piece of hardware I'm going to keep in part of my collection along with my consoles. That I like that, along with the Steam controller. But other than that, there's really nothing to show for PC gaming. You spend thousands of dollars buying games. It's all digital. It's all locked to your Steam account. What do you have to show for it? What's there to look at? What's there to touch, feel, see? Nothing. There's nothing to be fond about. And once maybe Steam goes down one day, what happens to your game library? It's all gone. That's the one thing I don't like about PC gaming. I wish there was some physical aspect about it. And the thing is, that's the way console gaming is going too. So many idiots are just buying games digitally. Come on, guys, get off your asses and go to your game store and buy the game. How hard is it? This is an experience. It's not something to be burned about. It's something to enjoy, something to look back about. Oh yeah, I used to go to Toys R Us, man. I used to go to Toys R Us when I was a kid and buy games. I remember back so fondly about it. All these places, FuncoLand, EB Games, Toys R Us, wherever the Best Buy. I remember every time I would go and buy a game there, it'd be a fond experience. Now that's all gone. Oh, you open up the Xbox store. Oh, open up the PSN store. Open up Steam and just download it. There's nothing to remember, man. It's not an experience. You guys are sacrificing an experience for convenience. Man, it's just appalling. Console gaming is going to go the way you just buy the box. You buy the box or you buy the console and that's it. You hook up to the internet, you download all your games, man. There's nothing to show for it. And it's just so unfortunate, man. I just hate the way gaming is going in this way. There's, like I said, there's no nostalgia factor anymore. So I don't know. You guys let me know what you guys think. Am I right or am I wrong? Let me know.